Hi, I'm Lillian. After 47 years in this house and 12 years since my Harold passed, I've gotten used to the quiet. Our mortgage was paid off 15 years ago, and there's something special about knowing these walls are truly mine. This morning, like most, I'm enjoying my coffee on the porch when my son's car pulls into the driveway. Mom, we brought you some groceries. Derek walks in without knocking, his wife Miranda trailing behind with a small bag from the fancy market across town. I just went shopping Tuesday, dear. Did you? Miranda and I were worried when we called yesterday and you didn't remember our conversation about coming over. I set my mug down firmly. We didn't have a conversation about you coming over. Miranda exchanges a look with Derek. See? This is exactly what I was talking about. What are you talking about? I stand up, feeling suddenly defensive in my own home. Mom, you're forgetting things. Last week it was the stove. Today it's our phone call. We're concerned. I remember perfectly well turning off the stove after making my tea. What I don't remember is any phone call about them visiting. Did you take your pills this morning? Miranda asks, already walking toward my medicine cabinet. I don't need you checking my pills. I've been managing just fine. 2 days later, they're back for our weekly family dinner. Natalie, my granddaughter, is texting under the table while Derek cuts my pot roast into pieces I don't need cut. I ran into Mrs. Peterson at the store, Miranda says casually. She mentioned you were confused about which day the garbage goes out. That's ridiculous. Tuesday, same as the last 30 years. It's Wednesday now, Mom. They changed it last year. Had they? I could have sworn. And that bruise on your arm? Derek points with his fork. How did that happen? I bumped the counter. It's nothing. People your age, those bruises can mean something serious, Miranda says. My friend's mother was the same way. Living alone, little accidents. Then one day, big accident, broken hip. I'm perfectly capable. We've been thinking, Derek interrupts, about that nice retirement community, Sunny Pines. A nursing home? Absolutely not. It's not a nursing home, Grandma. Natalie finally looks up from her phone. It's like a little apartment with people to help you. I don't need help. By dessert, they've shown me brochures. By coffee, they've mentioned how they could look after the house while I'm gone. By the time they leave, I'm exhausted from arguing. The visits increase, the concerns multiply. The evidence of my failing health and memory piles up, even though I know most of it isn't true. 3 weeks later, I find myself standing in the lobby of Sunny Pines Retirement Community, a small suitcase at my feet. It's just temporary, Mom, Derek assures me, already pocketing my house keys. Until we're sure you're safe. Miranda pats my arm. Think of it as a little vacation. As they walk me to my apartment, I notice how Miranda is already discussing paint colors for my living room. My living room. In my house. The door closes behind them, and I sit on the edge of an unfamiliar bed in an unfamiliar room, wondering how I let this happen. The first week at Sunny Pines is like being trapped in someone else's life. The daily schedule runs like clockwork: breakfast at 7, medication check at 8, activities at 10. I sit alone during meals until Wednesday when a woman with silver-framed glasses plops down across from me. You've got that "my family dumped me here" look. I'm Agnes. Lillian, is it that obvious? Like a neon sign, honey? Let me guess. They convinced you it was for your own good? I push my untouched oatmeal around. My son Derek and his wife said it's temporary. Agnes snorts. That's what my daughter said 3 years ago? You still own your house? Of course, it's paid off. Did they have you sign anything before bringing you here? Power of attorney? Property transfer? Just the admission papers. Agnes leans forward. Good. Keep it that way. We're interrupted by the morning announcement about bingo. Despite myself, I find comfort in Agnes's blunt company over the next few days. She introduces me to a few others, and slowly the crushing isolation eases. On Saturday, Natalie visits alone. She seems nervous, fidgeting with her phone case. How's school going? I ask as we sit in the community garden. It's fine. Mom wanted me to ask if you remember where you kept the spare key to the china cabinet. Why would Miranda need that? Oh, Natalie blushes. I guess to clean or something? They're cleaning my china cabinet? Well, they're kind of living there now? Dad said you knew. My heart pounds. Living there? In my house? They said it was easier than letting it sit empty. Dad moved his home office into your sewing room, and Mom's repainting the kitchen that mint green she's always wanted. I struggled to keep my voice steady. And your dad said I knew about this? Natalie looks uncomfortable. They said you agreed it made sense since you're here now. Here temporarily. Right. Natalie doesn't meet my eyes. After she leaves, I corner Sunny Pines administrator, Miss Patel, in her office. My son moved into my house without permission. I need to know my rights. Mrs. Walker, family situations can be complicated. Did I sign my house over to anyone? Is there paperwork? She checks my file. You've only signed standard admission forms. There's no financial power of attorney or property transfer in our records. Good. Can I use the phone in private? That evening, I call my old friend and lawyer, Victor. We've known each other since our kids were in kindergarten together. Lillian? Haven't heard from you in weeks. Derek said you were having health problems. That's what he wants everyone to think. Victor, I need your help. They've tricked me into this retirement home and moved into my house. They're redecorating like they own the place. Victor's voice sharpens. Have you signed anything giving them ownership? Nothing. I checked. Then they have absolutely no right. As your lawyer, I can tell you that you still own that house outright. I grip the phone tighter. What can we do about it? I'll come see you tomorrow. Don't sign anything they bring you, understand? Not a birthday card, not a permission slip, nothing. I want my house back, Victor. You never lost it legally. But if you want to teach them a lesson, I'm listening. Let's just say there are ways to deal with squatters who think they've gotten away with something, even when those squatters are family. As I hang up, for the first time since arriving at Sunny Pines, I smile. This isn't over yet. Victor arrives at Sunny Pines the next morning, leather briefcase in hand and determination in his eyes. We sit in the small courtyard where residents host visitors. I pulled the property records first thing this morning. The house is still in your name, Lillian. 100% yours. So I can just tell them to get out? Technically, yes. But from what you've told me, they're not likely to go quietly. Victor opens his briefcase. I have another idea. He slides over a folder with a local real estate agency's logo. Your neighborhood has become quite desirable. 3-bedroom homes are selling within days, often above asking price. I stare at the comparable sales figures. You think I should sell it? Without telling them. They have no legal right to be there and no legal standing to prevent a sale. Can we really do that? Absolutely. I'll handle everything through my office to keep it quiet. You just need to sign these documents appointing me as your representative. As Victor leaves, Agnes slides into the chair across from me. That looked serious. Good news? Potentially. But I need to keep Derek and Miranda from suspecting anything. So, you need to play the docile old lady? I can help with that. Over the next 2 weeks, when Derek calls, I act increasingly forgetful and agreeable. When he visits, I focus on mundane details about Sunny Pines. The activities director is teaching us watercolors this week. Maybe you could bring some of my old photos from the house to paint from? Sure, Mom. Which ones? The album on the top shelf of my bedroom closet? I know that closet is where Miranda has already stored her seasonal decorations. When he looks uncomfortable, I know my suspicions are confirmed. Actually, we've reorganized some things. Spring cleaning. That's nice, dear. Whatever you think is best. Meanwhile, Victor reports daily progress. We've had the house appraised. I recommended listing 20% above what similar homes have sold for. Won't that scare people off? In this market, we've already had 3 realtors call based just on rumors it might be available. When Miranda calls to ask about some paperwork they found, I redirect. Oh, those old papers don't matter anymore. How are you enjoying the house? Is the water pressure still weak in the guest bathroom? We actually renovated that bathroom last week. The plumber found some issues that needed fixing right away. I gripped the phone tighter. How thoughtful of you to take care of my house. Well, we're family. We take care of each other. 3 days later, Victor calls with excitement. We have 3 offers, all above asking price. One is a cash buyer who can close in 10 days. Take it. They want to see the house tomorrow. I've arranged for the realtor to call Derek and say they're from the city assessor's office doing routine inspections. The ruse works. The buyers love the house, including Miranda's new kitchen paint. On closing day, Victor picks me up from Sunny Pines. I wear my best outfit, the one I'd packed for special occasions. Are you nervous? He asks as we drive to the title company. Not at all, just ready. I sign my name a dozen times. The title company representative hands me a cashier's check that makes my eyes widen. Congratulations, Mrs. Walker. The sale is complete. The new owners take possession in 48 hours. As we leave, Victor smiles. Should I be there when they get the eviction notice? No, but I think it's time I paid my son a visit. The next morning, Victor picks me up from Sunny Pines right on schedule. The courier delivered the eviction notice an hour ago. They've received it. We arrive at my former house just as Derek's car screeches into the driveway. He and Miranda rush inside, the official notice flapping in her hand. Let them stew for 20 minutes, I tell Victor. When we finally walk up the path, Natalie answers the door, eyes widening. Grandma? Inside, Derek and Miranda are frantically making calls. Derek nearly drops his phone seeing me. Mom? What are you doing out of Sunny Pines? I came to see how you're enjoying the house, though I hear you won't be enjoying it much longer. Miranda waves the notice. There's been a terrible mistake. Some company claims they bought this house. No mistake. I sold it. This is Victor, my lawyer who handled the transaction. Derek explodes. You can't do that. We're living here. Without my permission. In my house. We were taking care of it for you. By repainting my kitchen? Renovating my bathroom? Miranda turns on Derek. You said she knew. You said she was fine with it. I thought eventually she's been so forgetful lately. Funny how my memory has suddenly improved, I say, pulling out my new house keys. These are for my new condo. 2-bedroom, lovely view of the park. Miranda collapses into a chair. Where are we supposed to go in 48 hours? That sounds like a you problem. Derek's face darkens. You've lost your mind. We'll fight this. Victor steps forward. I've documented Mrs. Walker's mental competency thoroughly. 3 doctors have confirmed she's of sound mind. Natalie grabs her backpack. I can't believe you guys. You told me Grandma needed help, but you were just after her house. Natalie, don't you dare, Miranda starts. I'm going with Grandma. At least she's not lying to everyone. 3 days later, Natalie helps carry my personal belongings into my new condo. Agnes, my new roommate, directs the movers with the furniture I purchased. Derek has called 17 times. I finally answered the 18th. Where are you staying? I asked. A hotel. They're charging us double. Our credit cards are maxed out. How unfortunate. Mom, please. Everyone at my office knows. People are talking. People should talk about how you tried to steal from your own mother. A month later, Natalie has moved into my spare bedroom while attending community college. Agnes and I have started a weekly card game. Derek and Miranda are renting a 1-bedroom apartment across town and barely speaking, according to Natalie. This morning, I'm enjoying coffee on my balcony when Agnes joins me. Happy? I watch the sunrise over my new neighborhood, where nobody questions my competence or tries to take what's mine. Happier than I've been in years. What would you have done if your own children tried to steal your home and dump you in a retirement facility? Would you have taken Lillian's approach of complete revenge with no forgiveness? Or would you have given them a second chance? Is cutting toxic family members out of your life completely the right move? Or is there ever room for reconciliation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of justice served. New videos every day where the underdog finally gets their day.